go. All right, here we go. Ding, 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 ding. It's time for Des and Jeff Watch Stuff. We are a little late on this because it happened a couple weeks ago, but we're going to talk about the second season of Peacemaker, which aired on HBO or HBO Max or Max, whatever the hell they're calling it right now. But
they don't know what they're calling it.
Second season of Peacemaker is over. Like I said, it happened in between shooting shows. We should have jumped on it, but we instead watched K-Pop Demon Hunters, which was great. You can check that out, that other video of us talking about that. So, we'll talk about Peacemaker Season 2. If you don't know who Peacemaker is, he's like an anti-hero. He showed up in the movie The Suicide Squad, the second Suicide Squad. I don't think he's in the first one. But the first season was really good. I thought it was fun. He's just this 80s monster, basically. Trapped in the 80s, loves 80s music. And they fought butterflies in the first season, if you remember. He forms a team of these, like, weirdo superheroes, basically. They're kind of like losers. Vigilante is a vigilante who just likes to murder people. And he has a couple other people who don't really have superpowers, but they're part of his team. They're called the 11th Street Kids. And they're unraveling a plot that actually comes from the newest Superman movie. Part of that plot is intertwined into this show, but you don't need to see that movie. But I'm going to say you should, because it was a pretty good movie. You don't need to see it to understand what's going on.
You don't need to have seen anything.
That's true.
To enjoy the show itself.
You don't need. Yeah.
I skip movies and
right.
I haven't seen them all.
You're not huge on the superhero DC universe, which is fine. But the basic plot is Peacemaker goes to a parallel universe where everything seems to be perfect. His brother, who he accidentally killed when he was a kid, is alive. They're this superhero team with their father, and their father in the first season was this evil white supremacist Nazi called the White Dragon, I believe. And in this world, he's called the Blue Dragon, and he's a really nice guy.
Yeah, and he loves his kids, and he's really cool. And
yeah, but as it goes on, you find out that the world he's in is actually Nazi Earth.
Yeah.
And everyone's a Nazi. And there's also things going on with Rick Flag, who was head of Argus, Peacemaker actually murdered his son in the movie, so he comes back for revenge, to revenge his son. And there's a lot of like multiverse kind of universe things going on there.
Yeah.
That it'll twist your head a little bit.
Yeah. He keeps popping over into this
other dimension where things are great because he's a loser in his real life, in our world. Yeah.
Yes. And over there, you know, he gets the girl, and he thinks everything because he's so blinded by all these things that he doesn't have in his normal world that he doesn't see what's really going on over there.
Until like in the last two episodes, yeah, when they're like, they make some really good jokes. Like, you didn't see the big mural of Adolf Hitler behind you, or you didn't notice that the American flag has, you know, like Nazi signs on it, or you didn't notice everyone's white.
Yeah.
Pretty funny stuff.
Yeah, it's funny, but he ignored all that because he was so happy with all the good things that he can't have in his regular life.
Everything was going good there.
You get it. You really do get that.
Right. Like, it's not always a good thing to do that, to be like that. To be like, oh, like, well, my life sucks. And then dream about, well, if my life was like this, it would be perfect and stuff. That's what I was taking out of it. You need to just kind of roll with the punches. Whatever life hands you, just roll with it, man.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, you're thinking, well, if I did this instead of that, you know, it would have been better.
Right, but it also changes everything.
Sure.
But, you know, it was, you know, the grass wasn't greener on the other side.
It wasn't. It seemed like it was.
But it wasn't greener.
Now, a lot of people online are bitching about the last episode. They're like,
I get it.
The people are like, they answer nothing, and Peacemaker ends up trapped. It's a cliffhanger. But unfortunately, James Gunn, who is the head of the DC universe now, he pretty much said, like, no, there's not going to be a season 3. That's it.
I don't get it. I don't know why.
But
maybe you can explain why they're doing that. I was really mad about that because I really got into this.
Well, he kind of backed off that a little bit and said, it may not be officially a season 3, but these characters will show up. So where and I don't know much about the DC comics of like the 1990s. I didn't really collect much DC. I was more of a Marvel guy back then.
You were too busy chasing me around.
I was chasing her around. Yeah, in between me going to the comic book shop and buying comic books.
Nerd.
Yeah, it's fine. The nerds rule the universe now. It's like, I mean.
Yes.
So that's what it is.
Proud nerd.
There was something in the comic books that is similar to this. I don't remember what they call the planet, but the planet is in the comic books where they trap Peacemaker. It's a whole thing.
I have a theory about that though.
What's your theory?
Should I tell you?
Of course, yeah, you have to. Yeah.
Okay. So they think they trapped him there where, he can never get out.
Yeah.
But he used to run around in that universe when he was a kid. His father said it in the one episode.
Okay.
So he knows his way around there.
Possibly.
So we'll see if he knows how to, get around that.
Okay, so in the first episode, they were talking about when he'd go through into the different dimensions and stuff. So there's a good
They
possibility.
brought it up in the last episode.
I don't think anyone's ever mentioned that, but I know it's a different.
I paid attention for once.
It's a different dimension than those little imps that bit that guy's face off.
Oh,
it's different than that.
There
I
was
know
some
that
creepy
because they
stuff
talked
in
about that in the first episode where he was saying, we'd have to smash these imps because they were jumping all over
Right.
and they were perverts. They were perverted imps.
But he used to run in and out of all these, so he knows.
So he may know where he is. Okay.
That's what I think.
We better see a conclusion to that story.
I hope so because I was really invested in it.
I thought the second. Some people didn't like the second season. I thought the second season was really good.
I liked it. I thought it was more interesting. It caught my attention more than the first season.
Oh, really? Oh,
I think I slept a little bit through the first season. I don't think I paid that much attention.
The characters are all great though. I
love them.
Like Vigilante is great because he's just like this spoiled kid almost.
Yeah.
And he's a psychopath and he's just like murdering people. But he's the nerd. Then you got John Economos, which he's great. His one-liners are great. And John Cena, I never thought I would say this, but everything I've seen him in, I've loved. I've seen him.
Because he doesn't take himself seriously. He just goes with it.
He's a way better actor than I thought he'd ever be. And he did show some depth in this season as Peacemaker. His acting chops were there. I thought so. Tim Meadows, I can't remember his character's name, but he's hilarious. The guy with the bird blindness.
Yes. Oh.
It's great.
He's ridiculous. It's funny.
I'd say it's a definite watch.
It is.
Definitely watch it. Check it out. Even if you don't like the whole superhero thing,
you don't have to.
You don't really have to, because and especially this season, there's not a lot of like superhero-y things.
No, they're relatable, even though they do have their superpowers and they jump universes and stuff like that.
Right.
But
it's sci-fi, but
But you don't have to really care about any of
No.
that. Because you know me, I'm like, if that stuff hurts my brain, I can't follow. This I could follow, and I did notice that by those last 2 or 3 episodes, those characters were so deep. Like, you really started to feel for them.
Yeah, you did. And the relationship between Peacemaker and Harcourt, that was, I enjoyed that too.
Yeah. Well, that was one of the reasons he kept jumping over.
Right, because he was hooking up with her in that other universe.
She loved him over there.
Right, but in this universe, he didn't. He also murdered her friend, Rick Flag Jr. in the Suicide Squad movie, which you've never seen. We'll have to watch it. It's pretty good.
But they explain all that enough that you're not missing anything.
Yeah, you don't have to see the film, but you should.
Well.
The film's good though. Also, I mean, Stallone's in it. You didn't know that. And Idris Elba in the Suicide Squad. Stallone plays it. He plays. I can't remember the name of the character. He plays a big shark.
How have you not told me any of this?
Yeah.
They're my 2 favorite people.
Yeah. So we will have a review though of third season of Tulsa King when we're done with it, when it's ready.
Hot in here, or is it this atomic pumpkin beer?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Okay. Scale from 1 to 10.
Might be this right here.
Scale from 1 to 10. I'm going to give the second season a 7.
Okay.
I'm going to give the first season, actually, I give the first season an 8. Actually, this one I think was just a
I
little
thought you
step
said this
down.
one was better than the first season.
In some ways, but overall, because the first season was more of a superhero TV show, with the butterflies and the big evil thing at the end and stuff, and the Justice League showed up, and
Yeah.
and the thing is, in the second season, they rewrote the last scene of the first season to show the Justice Gang, which ties into the Superman movie, and also has Guy Gardner in it, and
But none of that.
that's Nathan Fillion, and
It matters
I love
if you
him.
follow that. It doesn't matter if you don't.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter. You don't
I
need
like
to,
that.
You don't need
actually.
to see this.
No.
A lot of times these Marvel TV shows, you need to like do your homework and watch 17 movies before you can understand what's going on in the latest Marvel stuff. So
And I won't be doing that.
No. So I'm not doing that either.
I'm
Yes.
giving it a 6.3
Ooh.
because just the fact that they ended it like that. That's why.
Okay.
Because I like the characters. I love the story. I get it.
You
get it.
You want a
I
third
want
season.
more.
You want a third season.
I
yeah.
do. I don't like things that are just left hanging.
I agree. I agree. And that's why something about her, she usually doesn't watch the last episode of a show for a while.
I hold off a little bit.
And your
It's
mom
like,
never does.
No, she never does. She just stays in her own reality where she makes her own endings, which is cool. I mean, we did choose your own adventure when we were kids, so
True.
you kind of get that. Like, you can make up your own. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we're dressed like this because we just got done shooting our Halloween show. We
Yes.
didn't mention that at all.
Yes.
But,
I mean,
so-
what? You don't like my new red curly hair?
I love it. I
know.
love it. I love it. I love it. And I'm dressed as, big bad 80s monster. All right, we're going because we need food, and we're going to go watch The Shield, which we're going to talk about once we're finished watching it. See you later.